Morning Joe Live, Sunday morning, August 25th. Hope everybody got their Joe to get their engines running. For those of you that's not 18 years old, this channel is not for you. This is a cannabis smoking channel. This is Treetrunk, a day in my life, my morning routine. This channel is not made for children. If you're under 18, this is not the channel for you. So, let me get started. Hope y'all got that Joe. Y'all engines running. Man, Treetrunk. I've been having severe, what the fuck? I've been having severe neck pain, like right here. Like I slept on my shit the wrong way. But, it's all kind of, I guess I'll go to the news. It's all kind of exercise they show on YouTube that you can do.
Lucha Libre Wrestling. Okay. Pro Wrestling All Stars Heavyweight Champion, the Demon of Fear, the Soul Taker.
But I've been doing some of the exercises for my neck, but that shit has not been working for me. It'll work for like the moment. Ooh, okay, that's better. I told my wife yesterday that the treehouse is dirty as hell, y'all. I need to clean this mug. It's dirty as shit up here. I told my wife I didn't like the uh, the Maxwell House coffee. For some reason, it didn't taste good to me. So I guess something wrong, but Maxwell House, I didn't give up on you. I I didn't give up on you, Maxwell House. I said I would clean my fucking coffee pot and I said I would clean my coffee pot, clean the filter, and then see what I got. So I've done that, America. I changed the filter and did all the cleaning and shit on my coffee pot, and I think that was my problem. That's why my coffee was tasting the way I didn't want it to taste. So it's better now. But your man Treetrunk, I go live every Sunday morning. I really don't have a topic. I'm just kind of shooting from the hip, you know. But I ain't been posting like I usually do because this crook in my neck, I still feel this motherfucker. It was hurting like a bitch. I just wake up like 10 days ago, crook in my neck for you sleep wrong. You know, it'll get better, but this shit did not get better, America. I looked up, my shit was hurting like a motherfucker. And only relief is like a little heating pad, you know, icy hot, shit like that. But that only worked for the moment. It was like, it gave some relief, you know, different little exercises and stuff. But for the most part, that shit didn't work. Your man had to go to urgent care just to make sure I didn't fuck something up in my shoulder. Your man a construction worker, you know, old head, and I'm an old motherfucker now. You see all this gray shit, you know, 47 years old. I'm like, I better go to the fucking doctor. So I went in urgent care, and my wifey take me up there. And come to find out, it's really just a strain, you know, or a muscle spasm. That's what they call it. I had a muscle spasm. And the muscle was spazzing out. But they gave me a fucking a muscle relax. So the shit worked. I didn't get nothing like no drugs for pain or no shit like that. And really, I thought that's what they may give me because I told them I was in pain. But the doctor explained to me that's not what I needed. And I didn't need it. I just needed them muscle relaxers. I only took one. Went to the doctor yesterday, like 2 o'clock. I took one about 3. You know, I've been feeling better. I didn't take one yet this morning. Because it man want to eat something. But this is usually my morning routine. I get up, I roll me a blunt or smoke me a pre-roll, drink me a coffee, and talk shit with y'all, America. I appreciate everybody who even tune in and fuck with your man Treetrunk. You know, just to see what I got to say. My channel, I guess, is doing pretty good. I think it's moving slow, but I really don't have a niche per se. You know, I just kind of shoot from the hip, and record myself up in the treehouse. If it's funny videos, I edit them and do different stuff and post them like that, or just me at work. So really, whoa, so I'm just happy y'all see that shit. I can't get controversial sometimes, with my political beliefs and stuff like that. I put that on my channel. My political beliefs. I'm a black conservative, but shit can get crazy. It's the internet. Sometimes you don't know what to expect and shit. So, but it has taught me how to talk in front of a camera to people and be able to engage with an audience, and I do okay, but I got room for improvement. I got room for improvement. And man, Treetrunk, if anybody out there, I'm looking for a church home for myself and my family. I went to church as a kid every Sunday. Went to church as a kid, but I kind of got away from it in my adult years. And I kind of want to go back. I need me a church home. So anybody out there in Metro Detroit that's listening to you, man, Treetrunk, I'm looking for a church home for me and my family. You know, maybe some of the negative thoughts. I'm not a negative person, but sometimes everybody have negative thoughts. So I want to kind of just go to church and listen to the word a little bit. That's all. We all sinners. That was part of my life as a kid. It just, kind of got away from it. But, anybody out there with a church home that'll welcome, man, Treetrunk the old head and his family, put it down in the comments, let me know who you are, and we can go from there. But I really am. I think I need a little church in my life. Like I said once before, if you're not 18 years old, you shouldn't be watching this channel. This is a cannabis smoking channel with your man Treetrunk the old head. It's not for anyone under the age of 18. So I have to say that several times through my cast because your man's a cannabis smoker. And I do smoke cannabis across my channel. So if you're not 18 years old, I repeat it, you shouldn't be on this channel. This channel is for adults only, 18 of age and older. I smoke marijuana, legal marijuana out of the state of Michigan. We got weed stores all over the goddamn place here. But I'm not a drinker. I don't really drink alcohol. I just smoke. Yeah, it's better. I needed to clean that coffee pot. I was wondering why my coffee was tasting fucked up last week. Every time I make a cup, I'm like, man, something ain't right. So I cleaned it. It's fucking dirty. Now my coffee's better. Legal marijuana from the Michigan dispensaries here in Southeast Michigan. That's what I'm smoking on. Legal cannabis. And for me, I think it should have been legal. Well, it can't be no worse than alcohol. It ain't. I don't. I don't do all them other recreational drugs. This is really not considered a drug to me. We got some more hot chick coming through. It's supposed to be 88 today. 80, 80, 90 tomorrow. Shit gonna kill you, man. I gotta be out there working in this shit tomorrow. Damn. We got a whole goddamn week full of rain, though. Oh my God. Got a whole goddamn week full of rain. So that's terrible. For me, your man work outside. Well, he get all these notifications and shit. Oh man, that's around the car red. My wife got me this new iPhone 14 iMax. I'm still learning how to work this motherfucker. It's like everything backwards than an Android. So I'm still trying to work out bugs with that motherfucker. I mean, I can clearly tell it's a better device. I can clearly tell. But like with anything, you have to practice. So I'm practicing with this iPhone, learning how to work it. It's a better device. I'm recording right now through my Android, and I do make posts with my iPhone, but I'm not completely comfortable making the post because I'm not as fast as I am with the Android than the iPhone. I still need more practice with it, but I can clearly tell it's a better device. Just hands down. iPhone 14 Pro Max, you know. So, and everybody that subscribers that I know, they can clearly tell. Like, man, you ain't using the iPhone for the videos and this and that. Man, I gotta work the fucking bugs out, dude. I can't just pull up with the Android like I did at work or wherever. I see a video, I pop out my phone, record. So there's a few things I don't know, but if you don't know, you don't know. You must be educated. I really need to shave, America. Look at this junk. I'm gonna cut it up nice and start rocking a full beard. we're going into September, so the fall is coming. So I got to change up my look. I love my four seasons. I love my winter, my spring, my summer, and my fall. I used to live in Florida. I used to live in Georgia. Everybody said, "Why you stay in Michigan for?" For one, Michigan, this is my homeland. Michigan, Detroit, Wayne County. That's my homeland. You know, I'm a black American. And Wayne County, Detroit, America. That's my homeland. So living in Florida, I lived down there as a teenager. It kind of wasn't my choice. My mom moved me down there as a teenager when she moved down there. So I really didn't have a choice in the matter. But when I was old enough to come back home, I came back home. And then in my adult years, you know, I knew people in Atlanta. I had been to Atlanta. The opportunity presented itself for me to be able to purchase a house and move my family down to Atlanta. So I did that. But the southern states versus the northern states, in a Midwestern northern state, Michigan. The economies are like flipping a light switch. I was able to. Well, I'll put it like this, America. When I lived in Georgia, I was property rich. My property held my money, held the value of what I had, but I didn't have no money in my goddamn pocket. I was just property rich. Skating day to day, month to month. Just making it through. Here in Michigan, I come back home, started back up doing union work, construction work here in Michigan. Yeah, true enough, cost of living is more here in Michigan than it is in the state of Georgia. But even with the cost of living being higher, I was able to have money in my pocket versus just being property rich. I still own the property here because I bought another property when I moved back home. But I was still able to have money in my pocket, you know, versus not having anything down there. I had, but I clearly didn't have what I had up here in Michigan. And actually, to be perfectly honest, my living my living was better. I lived in a healthier environment in Georgia. It was the air was clean. I stayed out in the country. It was better living, but I couldn't make a living. You know, if that makes sense. It was a better living, but I couldn't make a living. I was, you know, people in Georgia, the vast majority of people are poor. You know, they work for low wages or work they should clearly be getting paid more for. In your man Treetrunk's opinion, I think they should be getting paid more. Not saying everybody got to join a union like your man Treetrunk did. That was just, my life. My dad was a union laborer here in Detroit. Labor's Local 1191 and Labor's Local 334 out of Detroit, Michigan. My dad was a laborer. And then my dad switched to being an iron worker, Local 25 out of Detroit, Michigan. My granddad, he was a operating engineer for the operating engineers Local 324 out of Detroit, Michigan. And I had an uncle that was a teamster. Had two. I had an uncle and a granddad. My granddad and one of my uncles was an engineer, operating engineer. And I had an uncle that was a teamster. I kind of don't know their number for the teamsters. I've worked with a few teamsters, but it's it's not like I've worked with iron workers and operators. But so union was in my blood from the beginning. Like man, my mom's dad was a union worker for the automotive worker. He worked for Ford Motor Company. And I had a great uncle, a great uncle on my dad's side. He worked for Ford Motor Company also. Yeah, and I think General Motors. But that was in Michigan, in Detroit, I'm gonna say, in the Detroit area, Metro Detroit. That's where a lot of kids, their dads worked in the plants, the auto plants, or they were union workers. As far as laborers, operators, iron workers, that was the work. Even in the steel mills, that was the work. So it was just, it was destined for their kids to follow in their footsteps and earn a decent living to take care of their families. But everybody don't follow the same footsteps as their fathers. My dad had four boys and two girls. Yeah, I was the only one that followed right behind what he did. And then I got my older brother. I'm the second oldest. He stayed in Florida while I moved back home. I was here building up a union pension for 20 years before he even got here. But he's back now, and I got him a nice union job. He will be able to work and get vested and have a pension. But his pension would be nothing like mine because he started 20 years late. You know, I got 10 years to go, and he just started. So, and he's 2 years older than me. So he can get vested and get him a pension, maybe a 12, 15-year pension. But I'm gonna get my full benefits the whole ride. You know, I've been on this road this long. I got to finish it out. Last I checked, it was 12 years. You know, but I know that time has went down. I know that time has went down. So when I'm 47, by the time I'm 57, probably going into being 60 years old, I'll be retired. You know, with the full ride. You know, in a foreman's pinch. I'll make foreman money, so I'll be making a few pennies more than a few people as a foreman's pension. But it's about the hours that you put in. It ain't about because there's guys that's not foremen that maybe killing me in hours. You know, I think I may have like 40,000 hours of work time, something like that, throughout my career. Something like 40,000 hours last time I looked. So, can you believe that? A person worked that many hours out of their life. I was at like 40,000 hours of work time through my career. And I still got 10, 12 more years to go. Last time I looked, it said 12, but that might have been, I think that might have been like a year ago. Might have been 2 years. I'm thinking about it. I'm good on YouTube, but I gotta up my game on the internet and just learn how to navigate it more. Because I had to have one of the youngsters at the job. He told me about a website where we could see our time vested. I didn't even know about this junk. I was still old school calling, trying to talk to people in different offices. I could have pulled the shit up my goddamn self. So, this goddamn neck problem. Uh, it's crooked my neck is a motherfucker. It's been like 10 days. I had to go to the motherfucking urgent care. Just all I did was slept on it wrong. Woke up, slept on this bitch wrong. Say I was a crook in my neck. Had it for 10 days. Had to go to urgent care yesterday. They gave me some muscle relaxers. I guess the muscle was just so tight. I had a road trip. Me and my family, we drove to Orlando to Disney. So that was a lot of time on the road, sitting in a crazy position. I think that's what the fuck did it. And then I had a muscle spasm. All my muscles was spazzing out and shit. And when you hear stuff about like people shouldn't, if it's hot as hell, if it's super hot outside, people shouldn't pour cold water directly on their head or anything. It's true. Do not do that shit. Please, anybody listening, do not ever do that shit. It's hot as hell and you just exhausted and hot. Do not wet yourself up on top of the head. You can send your body into shock. This shit happened to me. And that may be one of the fucking reasons. My fucking muscle right up here in my fucking neck and my shoulder. It'll send your body into shock. So don't do that shit. Just try to get somewhere and cool off. Or putting direct cold water on your head. Send your body into shock. Your muscles will get the spasm the fuck out. I couldn't even. I got off work, America. My muscles. I put that fucking cold water on my head. It was 100 fucking degrees. It cooled me down. I was feeling good. But the next thing you know, my muscles start spazzing out. Shit. My fucking muscles was just spazzing. Charlie horses in my leg, my neck, my feet. I couldn't control this shit. So I gained my composure. I made the day at work, but I got in my car, turned the air on, yeah, tried to move, and I couldn't fucking move and shit. I could move, but it wasn't like I was paralyzed. When I get ready to move, my muscles start spazzing out. I move a little bit. Oh shit, I'm catching the Charlie horse in my arm. Try to hit the gas in my car. And I start getting Charlie horses in my feet and shit. I'm like, oh no, I can't. How the hell am I gonna drive home? And like 45-minute, hour drive home from work, depending on traffic. So I had to sit there for like 25 minutes with the air on and just cool off. And once I kind of gained my composure where I can move around a little bit, I got on I started driving, got on the interstate, and it's these functions on my steering wheel where you can gas, slow down, and all that. I had to drive my car from my steering wheel with the gas and slow down. I couldn't move no other. I didn't want to move my feet or nothing because I would get a fucking cramp in it. So never put cold water directly on your head if it's a hot day to cool off. Send your body in the shock. We go through all this war in the world. some things about the world. I'm not gonna really talk about it. Just gonna say I learned some things about the world that make me look at things totally different. You know, they're trying to governments are trying to take our tangible money that we can touch and turn everything digital. And that's just, I mean, that's just things are going to change in this world when you have just a digital currency. You know, these computers and software and all this different stuff. Uh, Companies getting hacked, all type of information is getting stolen and sold all over the dark web. And we got this election here in America. The closer we get to this election, I'm, I'm a Republican and I'm for Donald Trump. But the closer we get to this election, I'm wondering, do I want to vote for either one of them? Man, what the fuck was that? I heard something vibrate or some shit. But I'm wondering if I want to vote for either one of them. Now that's probably my clippers right here saying they charge. Yeah, the closer we get to this election, wondering if I want to vote for either one of them. These American politics now is such a, I don't know. It seems like everything is staged and you don't you don't know what to think. You know, it's making me, makes you not want to trust either side. See, I hear them talking about it right now. They say it's a sliver of people that's like me, kind of don't know what the hell they wanna do if they wanna. So y'all get to November to kind of because I'm back on the fence. Yeah, yeah. I'm on the fence again. I don't know. I can't. I don't know if I want. I can't trust neither one of them. I'm the more that we go on, but I can say for the last 90 years, 90, 90 fucking years, black folk, black folks, black people, black Americans, men and women, they have voting rights, voted Democrat. And where has that gotten us? Where have that gotten us in 90 years? You know, I don't see where that has gotten us. You know, we got a few black people that's in, you know, black man, black woman sit on the Supreme Court. You know, they say Barack Obama was the first black president, and I voted for him. But is he really black? Black, like me, you know. My black mama from the United States, born here. My black daddy from the United States, born here in Detroit. It ain't no issue on that. And now we got Kamala, you know. Neither one of they, Barack nor Kamala. If I'm saying her name right, I don't know. But I'm not trying to be disrespectful against her. But neither Barack or Kamala have a black mama and a black daddy that was born in the lower 48 and dealt with the issues, you know, that black Americans has dealt with over the last 90 years. Not somebody from a territory or this or that or none of that. The lower 48. When we get that, that's a black president, vice president. But until then, you know, that's just somebody of color, in my opinion. You know, that's just a person of color. But that's just my thoughts, you know. I know Barack, he grew up in the Chi in Chicago. So he knows, you know, the struggles of black people. I'm not saying he don't, you know. Chicago a rough motherfucking spot. They get it cracking and shot in the shot. They get it cracking, you know. But if you know what I'm saying, if you understand what I just spoke to you, America, you know what I'm talking about. So, and why do, you know, if you black Congress, congressmen that we got, you know, one is speaking like John James, you know, that's my man. I fucks with John James. But these black congressmen, the people that voted them in wasn't even black people. Wasn't even black people. You know, the districts that they're, you know, representing majority white districts. And why is that? You know, shit that make you think, you know, shit that make you think. But I'm all for, you know, I'm a father and a grandfather. I want my children to be in an area where it's safe, you know. So I chose to move out the inner city, out in the county, you know, where things are a little slower, you know. But the world is gonna move regardless, you know, regardless. Oh shoot, I need another coffee, America. But it's your man Treetrunk just speaking my mind. Thanks to everybody who dropped up in here for my live. And your man Treetrunk about to sign out. You know, thanks to all my subscribers, all my new viewers. You know, Peace and love, America. I love you, you know. Detroit, Michigan, mate, you know. That's my homeland. Detroit, Wayne County, Michigan. It's Treetrunk over here. Yeah.